Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is the 2019 Spartanburg Criterium. I know it's been a minute since my last one. My dozen of fans have been crying out, "Jarrett, where are all the race videos?" So here you go. Sorry it's a bit late. This race happened in April, but you know what? I've been busy. I bought a house, I moved, changed my jobs, been dealing with trips to the hospital, as you'll see later on. So you know what? We're just going to go ahead and jump right on into it here. After my bit of positioning magic, as you saw in the intro, now we're off the front. This is about 20 or 30 minutes into the bike race here. There was a solo rider off the front, and I attacked and bridged up to him about 20 seconds, and then a group of 4 came up to us. And so now we're going all out. And this is really a typical 4-corner, flat, fast crit, pretty narrow, as you can see here. And the breakaway that we're in is starting to stop working together. People, I don't know why, it's just, sometimes happens in these crits, you get 7 or 8 riders off the front, people start to sit on, no one wants to pull through, and the cohesion immediately goes out. So you saw Steve attack off the front of this breakaway, and he's up there with another rider, and so I'm sitting in the wheels here, trying to recover a little bit. The thing about these flat, fast races that in the breakaway, you almost immediately have to have cohesion. Once you start to get these little surges where you go really fast and then you start to go below 27, 28 miles an hour, the field's going to catch you. You really need to be doing 29, 30 to stay away on this course. And you can see here that we're not quite doing that. There's a bit of undulation on the course, but really we should be going much faster than this. And you can see the brakes starting to sit up. People starting to let gaps go, and the catch is almost inevitable here. And so you can see me start to think, man, I should close that gap up to Danny Summerhill up front. And then I look back and realize that the pack is pretty much on us, and so he's sitting on the top of the bars as well. So really, the name of the game here. I think we would like to get it into a breakaway situation. That's where our team works best. But I really, as you'll see from kind of the other clips that happen later on, the field is pretty determined to not let a breakaway go, and it was hard with it being such a fast course. You see one of my teammates counterattack this move here coming from the field, which is what you love to see after you've been off the front for 10 or 12 minutes. And really, I'm just going to slot back in here and get to the front, let a little gap go, maybe take that corner a little slower, see if I can get that brake to roll off the front. See another one of my teammates jumping across there. But yeah, I'm going to sit back in the field here and recover a little bit and see if we can't get a move to go later on. Yeah, so the field surges around me as we jump to another cut here. Really, the race has been on since that attack. Lots have been going on. The field has been pretty strung out, and I'm thinking that this is starting to become the pivotal point when a break's going to go. Maybe 20 minutes left in this race. Right here, you see the field start to let up, and I accelerate, but then look up the road and see that people are spreading across left, and I didn't really have a gap to shoot through. I think I was wary of these fences. The whole race, they seemed tight. They were tighter in the road. Some people were flirting with them, but I wanted to stay away. And so I kind of shut that move down. But I'm thinking if I can get a clear gap to really give it a good whack from the back as the field slows up, I'm going to do that here pretty soon and hopefully get a couple people to come with me and we can get away. But as you can see, when you're in the field and you're doing 30 miles an hour up this straight, which is slight uphill, you're going to be going really fast on the breakaway. And so I see a little gap here. I started to accelerate right then as that rider attacked, and then I noticed that it wasn't someone who I really wanted to be up the road with. And so I sit up and let everyone else fill in. You can see here, this is just one of the clues that led me to believe that this is going to be a field sprint no matter what. Because, immediately as soon as someone attacks, people are jumping, filling in gaps, and no moves are really getting any leash, which is something that I look for whenever I'm looking to see how a race is going to shake out. If breakaways aren't getting any leash at all, even if they're getting attacked, people are attacking at 30-something miles an hour and they're not getting any gap off the front of the field, people are just slotting in as they are now, that's kind of a sign that people really just want to stick together. There's nothing that's going to be able to break away. And you can see as I drop further back in the field how easy it is to sit in this field in the back. I think down the straight, just look how little power I'm doing to go as fast as we are going. You'll see I pretty much coast this entire back section here, doing 0 watts, and we're going 29 into these corners. And you know, my heart rate instantly drops. I think there's points in this race where I was in the 140 beats per minute, which is just ridiculous for the middle of a race. So yeah, I mean, I kind of just was like, you know, I'm going to sit in, and if there's an opportunity for a break, I'm going to go for it. But maybe we'll see what happens later on down the race, letting people wear out a little bit. And if not, then save my legs for a field sprint, which is always works out well, decently well for me. I don't necessarily consider myself a pure sprinter, but I feel like I can do pretty well in there. And my team, we all have experience in these bunch kicks in the sprint. Yeah, so this next cut, we're about 17 laps to go, and I'm about mid-pack here. I'm thinking it's time to move up. You want to really get in position with about 10 laps to go, and so I'm thinking, I'm looking for an opportunity where the field slows up and spreads across the road. I think everyone around me is thinking a similar thing. And you can see that the race really isn't on. Like, when the bunch is spread 7 or 8 wide, this thing isn't that hard. There's a lot of people who think they have a chance, and so everyone's thinking something similar to you. So this is kind of the moments that I am trying to be a little safe and not make dodgy moves up the inside. I mean, some people maybe have different philosophies on that, but yeah, here we go. And really, there's nowhere to move up. And these corners, they were kind of surgery, especially coming to this one. The front group would generally slow up a bit more into this one, a bit tighter of a corner. And as you can see here, boom, get knocked. My handlebars get knocked into the fence, and I flip over the bars at 28 miles an hour, which didn't end up too well for me. Ended up breaking a collarbone, which is a really good time. As you can see here, that cliff rider kind of up ahead starts to flinch. The rider next to me grabs a fistful of brake with those full finger gloves and jams me my bars. I actually think I almost managed to save it if that fence weren't there. I got a nice sweet scar from punching that fence at full speed, and a couple other sweet scars from everything else. You hear my screams there in the background as they stand me up and I hobble over, thinking, yeah, this is great. I love bike racing. Glad I came to this dumb race. And yeah, there goes the middle part of my season. You see me getting carted off on the stretcher. I ended up breaking collarbone in 4 places, had surgery to fix it. I'm now back on the bike, but you see me looking at these racers over here thinking, which one of you guys just did that to me? So yeah, sorry for the delay. This is also part of the reason why I was not uploading videos. I could not look at this race footage for fear of wanting to throw my computer through a window. Yeah, we got some more coming up here in the next little bit, so stay tuned for that. Until next time.